Hey, 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 people. Guess what? It's Friday.
It's Beards on the Street time.
It's Beards on the Street time. Welcome to Beards on the Street. I'm PDW.
This is Aaron Pearson.
Mr. AA Ron, and welcome to the show. We got a good show for you guys today. Something's really close to my heart.
That's right. You've been looking forward. You look forward to this every year, don't you?
I do, big time. I look forward to it every time there's a thing.
Our guest has seen me around because you keep pulling me down, and I'm starting to really enjoy myself. So
I know. I always buy 2 tickets, but then my lovely wife she's not as near as motivated as I am about the blues.
All right.
So welcome. It's been a week, and here we are, man. It's holy hell, dude. We're already into June.
It's amazing. So 2 weeks ago, it was in the 30s, and it was right. 95 yesterday.
Holy cow! It was so hot.
It was so hot.
Yeah, I went and showed a house, and I was standing out there, and you know me, I just started pouring sweat.
I was standing on the front porch showing one as well, and a bead of sweat went down my back.
Oh my hell!
Deadly correct.
That's nasty. We could have all done without hearing that. Now I'm just picturing it going down into your butt crack, dude.
It made me laugh, dude, when it happened.
I'm sure it did.
It was fun to say, too.
Did you tell your clients that?
No. But I waited to tell you and everybody out here.
All right. Well, so what do we got going on this week, or what did we have going on?
We had our Bluffdale property go under contract.
Bam!
Yeah, that was a long time coming. Yeah, long time coming. We have some good activity on the West Jordan property.
Client.
Yeah, we got some new clients rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be some good business percolating.
And hey, guess what? We got a new dude on our team.
We sure do. He'll be
Joey Panushka. Panushka.
Every time, this is going to be a new thing, by the way. Every time we see him in our little group events, it's going to be a Panushka.
So you know what it reminds me of is the Addams Family, and the dad's always, so it's the
Panushka. That's what I want to do when I say his name.
Oh yeah, the kid has the coolest last name.
Right.
So, anyways, yeah, we got a new dude on our team. Excited. We've got our VIP 50 that we're getting so close to launching. The webinar and the free challenge.
All right.
Real quick, any of you agents out there that are just not happy with where your business is going and the amount of business that you're getting, if you're sick and tired of buying leads, if you're sick and tired of just being sick and tired, call us. Because, man, we've got a killer program, and we're doing a 6-day challenge. So what that is over a 6-day period, we're going to email you we call them modules, but we're going to email you a new link to a new module every day. I think the longest one so far is 40, 50 minutes at the most. Most of them are around 30 minutes with worksheets and workbooks and all kinds of stuff with great topics. We cover mindset, we cover your why and
schedule goals. Just all the really good positive things that are important that you have when you're in business for yourself. Well, setting up the right foundation to be able to create a foundation, a SOI based business.
Exactly. So hit us up, man. I'm just telling you guys, if you want to take your business to the next level, have we got the freaking vehicle for you to do it?
We had one of our little fun events yesterday.
Yeah.
We do a hike every Thursday. I think we're moving that to Saturdays now.
I hope so.
Yeah, and I think we had 25 plus people.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was fun.
Oh, I forgot to put pictures.
You know what? That's okay. It was a blast. We went and did the Bonneville shoreline over to the suspension bridge. We had kids, we had friends, we had all kinds of people that came out. It was a lot of fun, and it's going to get better. So,
and I'm sore this morning.
Are you?
Yes.
Man, you need.
Dude, I know. I walk all the time up this big hill, but not like that.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
So really quick for all of you out there that are following me on the Perry Dean's Power Minute, let's go ahead and get that over with right here and right now.
You gonna do it right now?
I'm going to do it right now.
All right.
You okay with that?
Do it.
I'm integrating the Perry Dean's Power Minute into this.
Do it.
So, things that I'm grateful for. I'm very grateful for this dude standing right across from me,
Thanks,
Mr.
man.
AA Ron.
Thanks, man.
He's we're partners in crime. We got pushed together, and we both were kind of pushing back.
It was like that
back in the day.
It was like that organized marriage that just sort of worked out.
Yeah. Couldn't have asked for a better freaking partner, man.
Thanks, man.
Just want you to know. So I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for blues. I mean, since that's our topic today, which we haven't told them yet, but I am so
You're
grateful.
so grateful you got your whole left arm covered in.
I do.
Tribute.
Look, I got all my favorite blues players on my arm.
That's awesome.
So very grateful for the blues. I'm grateful for Mr. Joe Panushka being on our team, and that's killer. And at the top of that list, I always do it in the beginning, but now this time I'm doing it at the end. I'm so grateful for my wife.
You know what? Me too.
I really. I got to tell you people a freaking story.
Oh,
my hell.
She's been mad at me for a minute.
She's been mad because he got needy and he got demanding and a little bit pushy. So Lisi is an amazing cook, and that's one of her love languages. Is she loves.
It's
to
probably
feed people.
why I've lost weight recently.
Probably. And it's probably why I gained weight, you asshole.
I know.
So anyways, my wife is constantly overcooking for what we need so that I can bring it in and share it with the boys.
That's right.
But Aaron got a little bit too pushy and was making comments like, well, I'm not sure if this fits into my macros and blah, 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 blah. And so he pissed off Licia. And so she stopped. She told him to go to hell. So he's been pouting for a minute.
It's because Dean presented it in such a way that it got in the way of my yummy food.
Well, she is my wife. So anyways, this morning I'm in my truck backing out of the driveway, and I just saw something out of the corner of my eye, and I look over, and it's my gorgeous wife in her sexy little nightie coming out with a bag, and I'm thinking, oh, she's got something for me. So I roll the window down. She comes over and she throws it in my truck, and she's like, make sure you give that to Aaron. And I was like, what? What about me?
I already ate it, by the way.
Oh, dude. Is that in your macros?
It's not.
So anyways, I am so very grateful for my life.
We all are.
My affirmation is that I enjoy the success that I get from doing our VIP 50, and more importantly, being able to change people's lives, change people's businesses for the better. That's my affirmation.
Dang, that's a good one.
That's a good one. So there you have it, Perry Dean's Power Minute. And all right, let's get to it, dude.
Let's get into it.
I'm excited.
We got a guest here.
We got a guest. I freaking love this lady. I've known her for a number of years because of where I hang out. And let me just, without further ado, let me introduce you to the Presidente of the Salt Lake City Blues Society.
Utah Blues Society.
I mean, Utah. Sorry.
That's all right.
Thank you. I knew that.
Yes, you did.
It's right there. So anyways, Sid Butler. Tell us a little bit about your journey and coming into the blues. I mean, I know that I run into you and your husband Eugene all the time. We even did a blues cruise, and I had no clue you guys were going to be there, or maybe I did, but that was fun. We had a great
really
time
fun.
on that ship. Tell us a little bit about your journey to becoming the El Presidente.
Sure. So, I actually grew up 70s rock and roller, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and actually 80s hair bands. I gotta admit to that. So I actually, when I was living in the Chicago area, probably, I don't know, maybe 12 years ago, I fell in love with a band called Vintage Trouble.
Okay.
They're out of California.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
They are a fabulous band.
They were on our boat.
They were.
Yep.
Kind of rock, soul, blues, kind of a mix.
Really good.
And
the
they have
front man is crazy good.
Ty Taylor. He's great. So I actually went to a concert in the Chicago area and met a fan who was Kate Moss, who was married to Nick Moss, a big time Chicago blues player.
Yep.
He played our festival a couple of years ago. So kind of got into the blues from there. It just sort of started with Vintage Trouble.
So that's where it evolved.
Yeah. Got into the blues, and then when I was in Chicago, it was kind of late when we lived there, and I didn't get to I didn't see Buddy Guy until I moved back to Utah. How silly is that, right?
I've seen him, haven't I?
Huh?
I've seen him with you. Sorry.
Maybe that's all right.
Sorry.
Maybe at Red Butte. That's where I saw him.
Okay.
Anyway, when I moved here, I was looking for live music because it just really ignited something in me and I was like, oh, Salt Lake. I grew up here. I left for 30 years. I moved back. I just wasn't sure what to expect when I came back.
Right.
So I started volunteering with KRCL.
Nice. Brian.
With Brian and their volunteer team, and doing concerts at the State Room, representing them and stuff. And I went to see a Beth Hart show at the Depot.
Oh, man.
And that was the end.
Oh, yeah. Beth Hart.
I missed her last year with you. She's the gal that was just jammed.
She's been around. She's kind of a rocky blues.
Mm-hmm.
But, oh, my gosh, that gal can sing, and she's a baller.
Yeah. She Janis Joplin-esque,
yeah.
I would say. But anyway, the Blues Society had a table there. I met Tony Holiday that night.
Nice. Local blues boy.
Yep. And I just sort of fell into working with the Blues Society.
Nice.
And from there, it just kind of blew up. I started working with the Society, doing all their events, concerts and stuff at the State Room, the Commonwealth, all those
you
good
bet.
places.
All my hangouts.
Yep. And then Brian Kelm, our president of the Utah Blues Society for a lot of years, decided he wanted to step back a little bit, and I was nominated to take over. So the last, I guess it's been a little over a year now, maybe two. I've been trying to fill his shoes. And
Excellent.
that's where we're
Well,
at.
I'm very, very, very grateful and happy for you for being in the Blues Society.
Thank you.
It just, I mean, she puts a smile on my face every time I go to a concert. Her and her husband. I love her husband, too. He's a character, and he's funny.
He's a lot.
He is a lot, but so am I. Mm-hmm. So you got into the blues. I mean, everybody that knows me knows that I mean, from a young age, when I was younger, Led Zeppelin, which total blues.
Yep.
ZZ Top, one of my favorite bands. Just, all that kind of that nitty gritty, dirty blues. I just freaking love it. I love it. It just talks to my soul and makes me happy. I know it's blues. It's supposed to be sad, but it doesn't make me sad.
Mm-hmm.
Blues don't make you sad.
No.
The blues don't make you sad.
No.
The blues do the exact opposite.
So we have an event coming up next weekend.
Yes.
Friday and Saturday. It's the Utah Blues Festival here. And here. So there's a thing about the Utah Blues Society. They're keeping the blues alive in Utah. So you know what? I was talking to Sid a little bit, and I want to go kind of back to it, Sid, and just kind of maybe put a bug in everybody that listens to this ear. Come on, people. Live music is so amazing, and honestly, I don't care whether it's blues or country or rock and roll or screamo, maybe not, but most music is just amazing live. There's just something about it and around the people. I mean, Aaron, you and I have
You've taken me to a couple renowned blues artists concerts.
Yeah.
What Zito and
we just went and saw Mike Zito and I mean, I've seen so many.
Watching that guy just flow.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Speaking with his guitar.
But I'm just telling you guys, come on, man. I go to these venues and the crowds, I mean, obviously you see the same people there that are into the blues like I am. But we need to start supporting these artists, man. I mean, it's trust me, you can sleep when you die. Get your ass out of your house. Freaking get your ass off your couch, and when you see a concert, look up on the State Room or Commonwealth. They've got their schedules up on there, and you can pretty well guarantee that Aaron and I are going to be at every blues show. So for nothing less, come out and hang out with us because we're a good time anyways.
Yeah, I would also add, if you go to our website, which you had up there a second
Yep.
ago, it's utahbluessociety.org.
Bam.
We have a calendar there that we keep updated with all kinds of good shows coming through, both local and national acts. So that's a great place for you to find shows too.
So I've got this up. This is all the local blues bars, venues, whatever you want to call it. I've pretty much been to all of these, and great places to go and listen to the blues. And these are some of our, I believe, our local blues artists.
Yeah, that we're in the process of updating. Some of those bands are still around, some are not, but we are constantly updating it and trying to keep that current. So if you know somebody with a blues band, have them reach out. We can get them on the
Yeah,
website.
heck yeah.
Dang right. Okay, so the next slide I'm bringing up, so we talked about it. The Blues Festival is next weekend, next Friday and Saturday. It starts at what time on Friday?
Gates open at 4:30. Music starts at 5.
Bam. Guys, listen, it's such a cool setting. It's low key. You just come down there, bring your lawn chair, sit out, and
Bring a water bottle.
Bring a water
Yes,
bottle.
bring a water bottle.
Yeah.
Free water.
But you got to have your own bottle.
Yes.
And the whole point between this, guys, the reason they're not selling water and giving it away as far as in cups is they're trying to cut back on the plastics.
All the damn plastic.
Yeah, it's good. Just bring a container. You can have all the water you want.
Yep.
And man, it's just such a cool venue and such. I mean,
Where's the
there's
venue?
It's at the Gallivan Center.
Yep.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
that is
right
such a great
downtown
venue.
where the ice rink is in the wintertime. And it's a great stage. There's dancing in the front. Everybody has a killer good fun time. Of course, there's libations. I mean, you can buy beer there, which, if there's beer in it, I like it. but the bottom line is get off your ass and start supporting these things around here, man.
Yeah, I will tell you the Friday night ticket is $50, and you see 3 national acts.
Tab Benoit is playing Friday night,
Yes.
and all I can say to you is, if you miss Tab Benoit, you're an idiot. Because that dude is seriously one of my favorites. He's a Louisiana boy from Houma, Louisiana. I've seen him play at the Rock and Bowl down in New Orleans. I've seen this cat play all over the world, literally. I was in Georgia one time, and there's this little shithole bar, and I found out he was going to be there. I went down there. I'm standing this close to Tab Benoit while he's ripping on because that's all the room there was. I'm just standing there.
Awesome.
And I used to be really good friends with Carl Dufresne, his bass guitarist
Yep.
that passed away a few years ago. Really, that sucked. That was horrible. But guys, $50 and you get to go see multiple bands, and then they have a killer party after in the bottom of the Marriott, and it's just so much fun. What else you gonna do?
Great outdoor weather. I mean,
Great
it's
outdoor
gonna be
weather.
amazing.
I mean, it really is. Come on out. Let's support our local blues society.
Why don't we see about rallying our crowd and see who all we can get out?
Yeah. Well,
That
we
would
will.
be awesome.
Yeah, we absolutely will. I'll make sure that we start throwing it out on social media and everything too, so that we can help out. We even talked about in the office that maybe we'll start when we have some of these national acts coming through. We'll just do a quick recording or whatever that we can blast out
cool.
with her in remote
Way cool.
and promote them.
Great.
Try to get some people there.
That would be awesome.
I mean, it's not like there's not a crowd there, guys, but
it could be better.
It could be better.
it could be so much better.
And the more
you
the
know what?
merrier.
I want to talk specifically to you young people. Literally. Guys, I promise you, take the time. I don't care if it's your style of music or not. It's live music, and it's awesome, and it's fun. You will absolutely love it. Come out, hang out with us, and I guaranteed to give you a good time.
You know what? Hop on YouTube and listen.
No kidding.
Expose yourself. You'll surprise your friends. It'll be a cool little layer, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Get a little
every
culture
single
in your
person I've
taste.
ever turned on to the blues likes it, except for a couple people I know, and they always comment on how many clicks there are on it on YouTube, and I'm just like, that doesn't mean anything because it doesn't have 5 million clicks.
Well, yeah, and what I will also say is a lot of these touring acts that we have at our festival and that come through the State Room and the Commonwealth, they are as good a musicians as you're going to see anywhere in the world. And they're in a van driving across the country trying to make a living. I mean, it's mind-boggling to me how much work they put into it. You know, unloading and loading their equipment every day and
every
driving
day.
to the next hotel. I mean, just
selling their vinyls
CDs
and their CDs and their shirts and it's
none of
really
them
cool. And they come out like, guys, I'm telling you, they come right out. You can get up there. I mean, you guys have seen picture after picture of me with my arm around some national act, Mike Zito or Albert or whoever. Doesn't matter. Tab. You name it, and there's such cool people with cool stories, and man, I just don't understand it. We got to figure out a way that we can get people more involved when these guys come through.
absolutely.
So anyways, the Blues Festival next Friday and Saturday. Tickets on Friday are $50. On Saturday,
I think there's 60, or you can buy a weekend pass for $100 for both days.
Bam.
And you get to see 8 national acts.
Dang.
10
and there's
national
good
acts.
ones. Do you want to talk a little bit about some of the bands that are going to play?
Yeah, absolutely. So Friday will be Larry McRae.
Yep.
This is a guy that, if you're into the blues, you may know who he is. I saw him at the BMAs for the first time last year, and he blew my mind. He's been around since the 80s. He's played with the Allman Brothers. He's played with...
There you go, all you Southern rock fans.
Yeah.
There's your reason there.
All of the blues greats plus some of the rock greats. He's a fantastic guitarist and entertainer. He's terrific.
Cool.
Then after him is Anika Chambers with Paul Delorier.
She's amazing.
Anika's been through here a couple of times. Soul blues.
She can blow.
She can, and she just won a BMA for Soul Artist Female of the Year.
Cool.
So we're thrilled for her.
Yep.
She's terrific. And then Tab, of course, is our headliner on Friday night.
Do not miss it.
Yeah, he's a do not miss for sure.
Oh my gosh, this guy is so good. You haven't seen him. He's so good. He's so good.
Yeah. He's kind of mind-blowing, actually.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday, we're going to start at noon with actually a youth band. Local. Actually, we put together a partnership. I think they're out of the U.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so we're super excited to have them
Love those.
kick off the festival.
Seeing local talent, young talent.
And young, which is
Last year, I
terrific.
thoroughly enjoyed it. Those kids were having a blast.
Yeah, they really do have fun,
Yeah.
and they're good. They're good. They're not it's
They
not
are
a
good.
throwaway act by any means. So we're excited about that. And then after that is the Cashbox Kings out of Chicago, which are legendary. Oscar Wilson is their singer, and
I don't think I've ever seen them.
they're pretty much straight up Chicago blues. So we
Which
get
I love.
that real taste of the shuffle and all that
Yep.
good stuff. Their drummer just won the BMA for Drummer of the Year.
Wow.
So, little talent there.
Hey, next time you go to the BMA, I want an invite.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
It's a blast.
I'm in.
It's blues prom. Like, you get all dressed up.
I love it.
It's really fun.
That'd be so much fun. Okay.
Okay, and then after Cashbox Kings is a kid I am so excited to see. His name's DK Carell.
Okay. Don't know him either.
He just won a BMA for Best Emerging Artist. Young man, I should say. Reminds everyone that I'm hearing of a young B.B. King.
Wow.
That says a lot.
He can play. I've seen video of him performing. Super entertaining.
Nice.
He's kind of really up there with a do not miss act for me.
Okay.
I'm very excited about him.
I won't miss him.
Okay. Then after that is Sue Foley.
Ooh, love Sue.
Yeah, Sue's played our festival before.
Yep.
Originally from Canada, she's been in Austin for a lot of years. She also just won her 4th consecutive BMA.
That means she's really, really, really good.
for
For those of you that don't know what a BMA is, it's not a sex thing.
Blues Music Award.
Sorry.
It's all right. She's been in Austin for a while. She plays with Jimmy Vaughn quite frequently, and so
I
she's
was so bummed that Jimmy had to cancel. My
Yeah.
gosh, I was bummed.
Hopefully he'll be back.
I've never seen him.
No,
No.
I've seen him a couple of times. It's worth it.
Yeah, I like him.
And that venue would have been great to see him in too. So
Oh, well.
fingers crossed. He'll come
Yeah.
back.
Oh, man, I put out good vibes for him to get healthy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Send him all the best.
Yep.
And Sue is also doing a workshop for us. She's working on a project called Guitar Woman, which is a celebration of the pioneers of blues guitar women players. Yep, right there. So that'll be a workshop, and basically this is a kind of a concert. She'll be talking and playing, and
That's awesome.
it's going to be amazing. So that workshop is going to be really, really cool.
Talk
You can
about
make
the
that.
other workshop with Tony.
Yeah, the other workshop is a harmonica workshop with
I bet
Tony
you-
Holiday.
Huh?
I bet you ought to go do that one.
Yeah, no, Tony's so cool.
He's a
He's a local boy,
Yep.
local talent. He does live down in Austin now, but man.
Memphis.
I mean Memphis,
yeah, Memphis.
sorry.
That's right.
But yeah, the other day I heard a song on Spotify or something, and I was like, I didn't realize it was him.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I like this song. And then I was like, oh my God, that's Tony.
He's actually really, I mean, you hear him on Sirius Bluesville anymore, and
Oh, yeah.
he's really coming up the ranks. We're super,
That's awesome.
super
He
excited.
deserves
for him.
it, man.
He does. He's worked really hard.
He has worked really hard.
Yep.
Okay, so we had Sioux Foley.
Yep. And then our headliner on Friday night is a band out of Memphis called Southern Avenue. They are high energy.
Lots
just-
of horns.
They don't have horns,
Oh.
actually. No, they have keyboard player and then guitar.
Normal.
drums. Yeah,
Okay.
all that setup. But their lead singer, in my view, is similar to Tina Turner.
Oh,
She's
wow.
got that kind of
High energy.
high energy. Yeah,
Oh, I can't even wait.
Powerful,
They are
probably.
a blast. You will not be able to sit down while they're playing.
Yeah.
They're really great.
And then, guys, what's so freaking fun about the festival is once the festival ends, the night's not over because we all migrate over to the Marriott to the bar downstairs, and not all, but a lot of the artists come over and just hang out, and you get to just hang out with them,
Yeah.
and they play. It's so much fun.
It's so fun, and it's fun for the musicians because they're always touring opposite schedules. So when they're together,
Yeah.
it's a blast for them to get together and play.
Oh, they love
so
it.
It's
Like we
really
were saying,
fun.
Tab's an avid drummer. Like Tab loves to drum. Wait till you hear him on the guitar, and then, dude, his passion is drums,
Interesting.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
man,
nice.
so I guarantee you, Tab will be on a drum set.
Really?
Guaranteed.
I would imagine Anika will probably show up, and
Yep.
and I should say also Thursday night there is a Blues Society kickoff at the Marriott.
Okay. I didn't know this, so
Yep.
let's talk about
Sorry,
this.
I forgot to mention that
No.
before. It's kind of our kickoff for the festival. We honestly want people to come down, get exposed a little bit. You can sign up for a membership that night. We'd love to have you become a member of the Utah Blues
We're
Society.
gonna talk about that.
Okay. But any of the artists that are in town are invited to come down and hang out. We'll have some local musicians there. Eric Heidemann will be in town, and
Eric,
so-
another young upcoming kid,
Yeah.
doing well.
Yep.
Did
So
we see him the other night?
We did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he opened for Zito.
He was
Yep.
good.
And I meant to bring in, the Blues Society every year does a workshop where you can go and make a cigar box guitar. And Eric was there and helped me build my cigar box guitar that I have in my
Oh,
office.
that is awesome.
And what's even crazier is we made it left-handed because I'm a lefty, and he was just jamming on it.
he's a talented kid.
That's cool.
Yeah. So let's talk about this whole membership thing. So the
Okay.
Blues Society basically functions 100% on donations.
Yes, we are a 501c3.
Yep.
The festival is our biggest fundraiser, but a lot of what we raise for the festival goes to produce next year's festival.
Because it's not cheap.
It is not cheap, but our biggest thing is that we're trying to grow right now because it's important for a lot of reasons. The membership money is great, but if you're a member, then you know what's going on. You come out to shows, you support the organization.
Well, I love every time I get the blues newsletters or whatever you
Yep.
call them, and because it does, it just brings you kind of up to speed on what's going on, and they don't send out so many that it's ridiculous. It's like I said, I really look forward when they pop up. I'm like, oh yeah, let me see what's coming up.
Awesome.
So, what does it cost to be a member? I know there's different levels here.
There are. Yep. So at $25, it's just a basic membership. You get to join. You do get a free CD when you join, and we'll have a box of CDs with us. You can just pick one or pick one up at an event. The next level is $35. It's a family membership. 2 free CDs for that one. Next level is $50, and this is all good for a year, by the way. $50 is the Mojo membership. You get the
Got your mojo work.
Yep. You get a CD and a T-shirt.
Perfect.
And then for the King and Queen of the Blues is our highest level. And with that one, you get a T-shirt, 2 CDs, and a ticket to an event or a party or something that we'll be holding at some point during the year. So
Nice.
I will
And
say
this is every year. When you sign up, you get this every year?
right now the perks are for new members. We're
Okay.
trying to grow that membership.
Yep,
So
got it. Again, it's the shoestring budget that they're working on, and the big aha here is that they're absolutely trying to make the festivals better and better and better.
Right.
So-
And support our mission, which is keeping the blues alive, which entails our Blues in the Schools program. We're building back since the pandemic. That's been a bit of a challenge,
Yeah.
but we're really ramping up for next year. Where we go into schools, we talk about the blues, we bring in a musician, pass out free harmonicas, give them a lesson, talk about the history of the blues, where it came from, how everything else has grown out of the blues. You know, we talked about rock and all of that other stuff, even rap, all has roots in the blues.
Right.
Well, it all came from the blues.
Right.
Let's be honest.
Right.
Like, guys, Rolling Stones, huge blues people. Like, they 100% accredit their success and their sound from the blues.
Yep.
I mean, I could go on and on and on.
Right, absolutely.
Aerosmith, big time blues guy.
Yeah.
He actually put out a blues album.
Yeah.
You know, just because you hear the word blues, it's like I said, you know, get over it and come down and hang out.
Actually,
I'm
just
kind of direct.
explore it.
Yeah, explore it. Come and hang out. I mean, guys, it's live music, it's fun, and we're supporting such a great organization. I mean, truly a great organization.
What I've actually noticed being new to the crowd is how warm and just friendly the entire crowd are. Everybody's there just having an absolute blast.
Yeah. You know, that's why I was kind of talking to the younger people, because it does seem that most of the crowd is a little bit older people. But you know what? Even my kids now, I mean, they always grew up with this dad, you know, loving the blues, and they like completely different music than I do, my children. But every once in a while, they'll just send me a thing where they heard some blues or something. They just send it to me. It's reminding me of you, Dad. But they love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's such a moving music. I don't know how to say.
It's healing, and it just goes right to your soul.
Yeah,
it really
that's
does.
it,
It's
right
just
there.
it's uplifting, and it's soul filling. I don't know how else to
Yeah.
describe it.
So you lived in Chicago for 30 years?
No, I grew up here. I lived in Chicago for about 8 years.
Okay.
And I was gone from Salt Lake for about 30
You
years.
ever been to Kingston Mines?
I never got there when I lived there. Isn't
Yeah.
that a shame?
So I got to tell you guys, just because we're talking about blues. So back in the day when I had my other business and I traveled all the time, so all over the United States, all over the world, and my MO when I rolled into town is I would find the local blues society. I'd look up and see what acts are playing in that local city, and then I would act accordingly. And you know, because you're working all day during the day, and then I would go out and listen to the blues. And so this Kingston Mines, it's a bar that is kind of over by Wrigley Field. It's in that area, and when you walk in, it's really narrow and deep. So what you do is you go into one side and there's a band playing. Now in Chicago, she's talking about the Chicago style blues. You know, back in the day when I used to go there all the time, I mean, these bands would show up and I mean, dude, in full on like custom made tuxes that were bright colors with the matching top hat. And I mean, knock your socks off like into it. You'd listen to a band play for an hour on one side, and then the whole entire bar would get up and go next door to the other side and listen to a different blues band.
Wow.
And so all night long, every hour, you're just popping back and forth and listening to the blues. And man, it was so good. And then they've got the Blue Chicagos. There's a couple of them. And of course, Buddy Guy's Legends. You know, that place is legendary.
Yeah, it is a really cool place.
It's so cool. I got to tell you a quick story. So I'm in Chicago, and the night before, my brother Steve had gone out to Wendover and seen Buddy Guy play. And he knew I was out of town and I was totally I was bluesing because I couldn't go see Buddy Guy because he's one of my favorites. So he's giving me shit the whole entire time he's out at this concert, right? The next night, I go to Legends. And when we walk in, place is completely dead. It was like a Wednesday or Thursday night. I mean, just completely dead. Like we were almost the only ones in the bar.
Right.
And I had all my guys with me that work for me. And of course, we're having a great time, you know, hooting and hollering. I'm talking about the blues and loving it and yada, yada, yada. And this old dude sitting down at the end of the bar sends a drink over, a shot of Remy to me and says, hey, the old guy, he likes you and likes what you're talking about. So here's a shot of Remy. What's Buddy Guy's favorite drink?
Is it Remy?
It's Remy.
Yeah, there you go.
So I go over to thank this old duffer for giving me the drink. Freaking Buddy Guy. Sitting at the bar. And I just sat and bullshitted with Buddy Guy all night. I'm taking pictures with him and sending it to Steve. Yeah!
That's an awesome story.
It was awesome.
Oh, it is awesome.
Yeah, it was such a fun, epic night. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So anyways, let's really support these guys. Come out. I promise you're going to have a good time, guys. That's all I can say. And you young kids, man, get it together. Come out. Let's hang out. I'll show you how an old duder does it, man. I promise you, I'll party your socks off.
Little suggestion: you need to get him involved.
Yeah, I'm thinking the exact same thing. Actually,
the passion he has for it, you really should get him involved.
Yeah.
Well, I do love the blues, and actually, I was sitting there earlier, and I was kind of feeling guilty that I've never actually got involved. I mean, I'm involved, but not like you are.
Well, we need to maybe talk
Dean, you ought to
Yeah.
be involved, dude.
You know,
you are as passionate about the blues as I've seen anybody about any music.
well, I love it big time. There's only been one other person that likes the blues more than me that I've met, and his name is Mark Weisbender.
Oh,
Oh yeah, no doubt.
And that guy,
super fan.
That guy takes the cake.
Yeah, no doubt.
I thought I was a total badass about the blues, but
Several of your close buddies. You guys are all just fanatics, man.
you know what, dude? It's like
Big
I
John.
said. It's
Steve.
you know what though? I'll tell you, it's not only about the blues. It's about going out, having a great evening. Usually when the concerts are at the stateroom. Oh, sorry. The concerts, most of the blues concerts here in Utah are either at the stateroom or Commonwealth. Those are two big places. Pat's Barbecue has them every once in a while. Red Butte has some of the bigger acts. Hell, I saw B.B. King at USANA with Al Green and don't remember the third act. I loved it so much. The very next night they were playing over at the in Denver.
Yeah, it was in Denver.
Oh yeah.
What's it called? The Red
Red Ledges.
Red Ledges or Red whatever.
Red
Rock.
Red Rock.
Rocks.
And I'd always wanted to see a concert there, so I jumped on my scooter and blasted over there and went and saw B.B. King the very next night
Nice.
over at Red Rocks. So
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was so much fun. But anyways, the long of the short is most of the blues venues here in town, like the Stateroom, the Bayou's right across the street. And so we go to the Bayou and we meet at the Bayou and have dinner and a few drinks. And usually the artists are there eating because it's the closest place to eat.
Right.
And you get to hang out with them. I mean,
That's a great strategic spot for that restaurant.
Oh, it's
especially with
plus their food, their jambalaya
across the street. Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's a great restaurant.
so
Actually.
good.
Yeah.
So
Really
good.
good.
Yep. So, anyways, guys, it's fun. I mean, you just go out, you have a good time with people that you like and love and want to hang out with, and it's a lot of fun. I've actually really became good friends with a lot of people that just show up at the blues shows all the time.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good time. So let's everybody just kind of, let's try to support these guys and the Blues Festival. What else you got going on a Friday night and a Saturday day and night?
Right. Yeah.
So-
And I will also say this festival, because we're a 501c3, nobody gets paid for this festival.
Yeah, and wait till you guys see
all
this.
volunteer run.
Guys, let
which
me
is
tell you
pretty
something.
amazing.
I've been to many
many, many, many blues festivals. We were just talking. She just got back from Greeley. They put a big blues festival on over in Greeley, Colorado. Same thing. I just saw it one day and said, okay, jumped on my bike, boogied over, and went to the Greeley Blues Festival. And I'm telling you guys, this festival these guys put on is ever as much professional, awesome, killer venue as any of the other ones I've ever been to. And I've been to some big venues. So this is a good one, man. We need to all support and be a big part of it. I don't care if you like the blues or not, or if you even know if you like the blues or not. It's live music, and I'll just keep shouting that to the stars, man.
And honestly, I really think people think the blues is a very narrow window.
Oh,
and
it's not.
I just don't think people understand how big the genre is.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something for everybody there. There really
There
is.
is. And I mean, these are national acts, guys. You just heard her. These are people that are getting recognized with. What would you compare that to for the mainstream? What is it that they get the award
So like
show?
there's the Country Music Awards.
Yeah.
I mean, this is equivalent to that.
It is big time.
Yeah.
Well, I love it. I think it's awesome, and I'm so stoked that it's going to happen next week.
We're excited
I remember
too.
last year I had so much going on that I went to the blues festival, and then I had to leave to go down for one of my grandkids for something going on and come back, and I was all over the place. This time I'm there.
Awesome.
Yep, I'm not missing anything.
Cool.
All right, people. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for
Sid,
having me.
Thank you
for all
so,
you're
Really,
so
doing
thank you
much.
for having me.
And we're going to start collaborating and doing some cool stuff. We've
that.
got to get the word out. We're going to pick up this business here in Utah.
Awesome.
We're going to do
Love
it.
that.
Yep.
Love that.
All right, people. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Have a fantastic week, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
As a matter of fact, it won't be going. I was going to say we could do our show live from the Blues Festival,
Right.
but that'll be in the morning. So we'll do the show here, but then we're going to be there.
All right.
So, all right. Love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting us here at Beards on the Street, and we will see you